Oh, hi, Stefania. I think we're live.
Hi, Zanetta. How are you today?
I am doing absolutely wonderful. So,
Yeah,
yeah, it's been a while since we have been here.
I know it has, hasn't it?
Yes,
We,
yes.
we
So,
have been a little
how,
busy.
yes, how have you been?
I've been great. Yeah, I've cruising along life, navigating through the obstacles and
Huh?
the wonderful challenges that stretch us and make us grow and elevate us to the next level.
Oh, awesome. Awesomeness.
Yes, yes. And you?
I've been busy,
Mhm.
a, a lot busy. Yeah, let's just go there.
Okay, busy. Busy
Just,
productive or busy just busy? Because, they say there's a
oh,
difference between busy and being productive.
Oh, very much so
Mhm,
productive. Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. So I think there we go. I was like, what's going on?
Oh, there we go. We're on.
Yes, yes, we're live now, for real. Um, so, well, hello, Lael. Hello, my beautiful niece,
Hi,
all the
Liao.
way from the
The
Philippines.
Philippines. Hello, Philippines.
Yes, yes. So we're gonna dive in because I have something to do right after the hour. Yeah. So we're going to dive right in.
Great. Let's
And
go.
yes, and so our topic, we were talking about this, I think about a week ago, about discouragement. All of us go through discouragement.
Yes.
But what happens when you get discouraged takes place. What is the effects of discouragement?
Mm,
um it's a topic that needs to be kind of handled delicately, but
mhm.
at the same time be very forward, so you're going to be the delicate one.
And you're gonna be the straightforward one.
Be the straightforward way. Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, all of us have experienced discouragement. But what is discouragement? What is it really? If you take a look at the word discourage, meaning courage is no longer there. So the confidence, or courage means that you have the confidence. And when we talk about a con man, we talk about confidence man. They have a lot of courage. They have a lot of confidence. They have a lot of, all of this. But when you're discouraged, you don't have a lot of confidence. You don't have a lot. It just goes in. And when you get discouraged, it seems like you just want to throw in the towel.
Mm, yeah, because I guess it's a form of disempowering because that, discourage you're disempowering yourself or you're allowing others to disempower you.
Hmm.
So, there's a number of contributing things. I guess it's, you know, also the environment that you're in
Hmm.
that can be discouraging and not working for you, possibly working against you.
Right. Right, right. Yeah. So what happens when you get discouraged? What happens? What kind of emotions do you have? Just tell me about
Mhm.
the feelings, or what goes through your mind and all of
Mm.
that.
Well, it depends what part of my life you were talking about. My
Right.
earlier life, my earlier, I guess, earlier part where I wasn't aware of what I know now. Obviously, I handled discouragement differently than what I used to. But just say, for example, someone that, is a beginner
Hmm.
at feeling discouraged and that starts really early in life. This is what
Hmm.
is so important to understand. I think we, you know, well, I know it's as early as infancy, as childhood, as, first day at school, feeling discouraged, feeling, the change, feeling rejection possibly with other children,
Mhm.
or, the teacher might ask you to sit in another area. So you've been isolated or you're not with your friends, many areas. And then, of course, as you get a little older and then in your teens and then, you know, going out, relationships, career, particularly,
Mhm.
that's a big one. And I think, oh, yeah, I kind of like, listening to people. I believe there's a lot of discouragement now, like particularly now, because everyone's like wanting to be something, somebody, be, um, you know,
Like
be significant,
influencer.
an influencer. Yeah. Yeah, particularly with careers, being in
Mhm.
a high demanding job, um, can be, you can be made to feel in a discouraging, situation. And then, let's not forget our own self-talk, our own
Mhm.
self-talk.
Mhm.
If we're easily influenced also by our environment, the people
Mm.
that are around us, and we are not really focused and determined and, really in our passion for what we want to do, we
Mhm.
can easily discourage ourselves
Mm.
simply because we're listening to what's happening externally. So, yeah, that's, um, I think I've just explained the years, but how do I feel? You asked me how I feel
Yes. How do
during,
you feel? Yeah, when you're discouraged.
right. Well, I must say I have these up and down.
Mm.
Sometimes I can really, come down. I admit it, I'm human. I mean,
Mhm.
anyone out there that says they don't, well, maybe you may need to check in on yourself and be honest. And at first, I couldn't do that, I will admit. I found it really hard to actually admit that I was feeling discouraged or feeling a certain way around discouragement. Um, just because we want to be strong, just because we want to show up a certain way, because that's how we want to be perceived.
Mm.
And that's not doing us any favors at all,
No.
because we're not living in our true, authentic self, right?
Mm.
And I learned that, I must admit, because I wasn't getting
Mhm.
anywhere. So, I had to feel it through. And yeah, I have times where I'm just want to throw the towel in. I have times where I just want to just stop and just run away, bury my head in the sand,
Right.
uh, you know, just totally isolate myself. And sometimes that's a good thing, the isolation. It's not isolation, it's going within, because I really believe and know that all the answers lie within us.
Yes.
In today's world, and you might agree, I know you'll agree with me here, Zanetta, that there's just so much going on. There's so much distraction. There's always, everyone's been hypnotized
Mm.
to look externally from ourselves rather than internally, rather than going within. People have actually lost their way. They don't really know how to go within.
Mm.
And we're constantly on that roller coaster of seeking, looking externally, looking for the next shiny object that we can grab onto and, you know, hop
Mhm.
on the train.
Mhm.
So, yeah, nowadays, discouragement, I feel it, maybe anger or sadness or feeling of slight depression, that coming down in mood. Now I handle it differently. I do, but we'll talk about that afterwards, right? But in the past, I
Mm.
would have meltdowns. I would have, complete meltdowns
Mhm.
and talk myself into disaster zones,
Right.
dark places that,
Mhm.
uh, I don't I don't wish to revisit. No. And that's why I do what I do, because I'm just so passionate that we don't have to stay in that darkness, particularly, you know, around relationships, because relationships is what we do all the time, every
Mm,
day, either with others or with ourselves.
mm, that's mm. I'm gonna put a note on that one. Selves,
Ourselves, yes. Because
yourselves.
predominantly, that's the most important, you know, some
Relationship that you have.
exactly, yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
it starts with self. If that's not right, again, what do? We seek outside ourselves
Mhm.
to complete ourselves within that relationship that we may be in, and no, it's you've heard that saying. Well, first of all, the saying that was in Top Gun, I think Tom Cruise is, "You complete me." Is that I think it was from Tom Cruise. Um, well, no, that person doesn't complete you. This is where that's a myth. That's a no-no, right? That's Hollywood talk.
Hollywood.
Hollywood. You know, what's important is that we come together as two wholes, two completed wholes, or on the
Mhm.
journey of being, you know, feeling
Mhm.
complete. We
Right.
may not always be there, right? It's only natural, but we're on that journey of. So if we're looking outside ourselves to be completed, it's going to be very discouraging for ourselves. Bring
Yeah.
it at that point.
Yeah. So, so you said a lot. And,
I do.
you, you you said a lot. So here are the things that you said, and the reason why I'm going to go over all of these is because there's one thing that we don't really pay attention to, but it's so in our face when we get discouraged. So how does discouragement work? What are the scenarios of discouragement? One, we didn't get hired. We get discouraged because we didn't get, um, or when you were expecting, let's say, you were expecting, it's your birthday, and you were expecting a surprise or a gift or a hello or um, a greeting and
That's something.
something to acknowledge your birthday, and you didn't get it and you felt discouraged. So there's these other things that happen. A friend, don't do certain things and you get discouraged, or you're trying to help an individual and they don't take they call you for advice, but they don't listen to your advice, and you're like, or someone who just keeps on hounding you. So these are different scenarios of discouragement. Someone just keeps on tearing you down, and you have no choice but to have a relationship with this individual or these, like family, and you get discouraged. I don't want
Mm,
to have that relationship anymore, because it's always a discouragement. Every time there's an interaction, it's a discouragement.
mm,
So, what do we do to that really is, that one emotion that if we take a look at it, we might have that change. One is anger. Anger is typical. Depression is typical. Having a meltdown, of course. I didn't get hired. I didn't. Now I just don't know what to do. So that's a discouragement. Or my sweetheart didn't say happy birthday to me.
mhm.
um,
All
then it
those.
then it can take you to those dark places.
Mm,
Your mind can take you there. But what about this? How about discouragement is really an embarrassment? It's you being embarrassed. You're embarrassed that Your expectation wasn't met. You had too much expectation, like somebody saying happy birthday to you. So it's an embarrassment. You didn't get hired because you thought that you were the smartest, the sharpest, in all of the ones that applied. It's like an embarrassment to you. So that
Mhm.
embarrassment turns into something that we can identify, which is hurt, pain, discouragement, anger, depression. But it's embarrassing if you take a look at it. What do
Mm.
you think?
I guess it depends too on the situation, right? Depends on.
Well, if you take a look of all the situations,
Well, I think if you're expecting a say, for example, happy birthday or something from a friend or a partner, I think that's that's hurt. That to me would be you'd be more not embarrassed, but disappointed.
so the embarrassment comes first because your expectation was high. The embarrassment is quick and then turns into.
Okay, well that's different then.
Yeah,
Okay.
it turns into because how dare you? you know, or your expression is like, oh, I know they're gonna say happy, oh, I know Stefania is gonna say, what? Oh my God. Embarrassment and then anger. I mean, it's split seconds. I mean,
Mhm.
it's such a quick transition that we don't realize it. We say hurt automatic. You know, that is hurtful. Oh yeah, I think you put some expectations so high on external
Mm.
that you get embarrassed because your expectation wasn't met. So when you like what you said, that's why I said I'm going to note that the most important relationship you're going to have is with yourself. If you have a good relationship with yourself, if you have a good encouragement within yourself,
Mm.
if you have that confidence of yourself, then the rest will be easy. It's so hard to do it. The reason why is because we're taught that's ego.
Mm. Bingo. Drop the mic. That ego always just sneaks in everywhere.
Yes, we're taught that's ego. We're taught that if you have confidence, if you have, you encourage yourself, you have this great relationship about yourself, that you believe in yourself. Oh, that's just, you're just blowing smoke up your own behind.
Mhm. Which is untrue.
It is so one of the biggest lie we've ever been told.
Right.
You know, we're taught to be humble. Yes, be humble, but humble in a way to where you know who you are.
Mm. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, know who you are. Let's use the not getting the job for example. You get embarrassed, you get hurt, you're like, well, what's wrong with my resume? And they got hired? No, just say, you know what? I know I'm qualified for this position. And that's the reason why I got the interview. That's the reason why they interviewed me, is because I qualify for this position. Now, is it because of our personality? Maybe they can't take my personality. That means, oh, thank you for not choosing me because there might be a clash next. Have that confidence that that one position, that one job that they're gonna say yes to is the job for you. And when you get that job, you get that, you know, the excitement, yes. I was chosen out of all of the hundreds and thousands of people that applied. Yes, I'm number one. So there's going to be that. So with all of the discouragement that that we had went through, like what you said, it goes from back in the childhood day. Um, but when you're here now, you have gone through so many discouragements, so many heartaches, so many disappointments, so many depressions, so many meltdown, but yet you're still here. That alone should encourage you.
Mm-hmm. That you got through it.
Yes,
Absolutely.
that alone. So when you look back at what you have accomplished, when you start to feel discouraged, just look back. Just look back what you have accomplished. And
Mm,
this is the same thing. This is not for me. This is not, if nobody tells you happy birthday, tell yourself happy birthday.
absolutely.
If
Yeah.
nobody gives you flowers, buy
Buy
yourself some
yourself
flowers.
flowers. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Or even the self-talk, because, we wanna hear that, we're good enough, or we're beautiful, or that we're handsome. Whatever it is that you're looking for, yeah, it's so true. Give it to yourself first.
yes. Be the first partaker of everything.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
And it's confidence, like you said, it's not ego. There's a
No, it
difference
isn't.
between confidence and aggressiveness, like being an aggressor.
Right. Right.
There's a difference.
There is. Well, ego, all of us have ego, and we need to have a healthy portion of ego.
Correct, yeah.
Um, so all ego is that I believe in myself, but not to the point of I'm better than you.
Right, putting other people down.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. You're we were so my daughter had a sleepover, and they were talking about the second place. Well, at least I got second place. And the joke is, well, yeah, you're second place, but you're the first loser.
That's what was said?
Eh,
Straight up?
Do, do you know that second place is the first loser?
Wow.
It's funny, but there's some truth to it.
Mhm.
There is some truth to it. So, but even in that conversation, it's like, well, at least they're first, whether they're first winner or they're first loser.
That's right. It's how do you look at it? How do you
First is
perceive
first.
it?
Right. Right.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm.
So discouragement comes to allow you to give yourself that encouragement. It allows you because how does discouragement happen? It's external. It's an external result of something internal that didn't go your way.
Mm.
So, but it's still external that didn't go internally your way. So how do you cope with that? How do you navigate through that? Um, is to be encouraged and know that you have what it takes. Simple. It is simple, but it's so hard to grasp.
Mm. And why is it so hard to grasp?
Ah, well, because we like a good pity party.
Yay!
I'm
Pe
serious. We do. We do. We do. We like pity party. We like drama. Because that's it's been fed. It's been fed time and time again. You know, um, Can you believe what she did? Can you believe, she didn't say anything to me? Can you believe, now you're the victim trying to get attention, trying to get, villainize the person who
Mm,
might have just not remembered. Yeah.
yeah, simple as that. So we're
As simple as that. Yeah. Why did we do that? I don't know. Drama, attention. So Jeff's birthday was the 14th. Did you see a post from me?
did I see a post?
That I
No,
posted?
no, did you post something?
No,
No,
no.
because you went straight to the source and wished him a happy birthday, right? Um, mm,
Yes. And Facebook reminds everybody anyway of somebody else's birthday. I mean,
mm.
it does. It reminds you, today's somebody's birthday, greet them happy birthday. Um, but do I need to put it on Facebook to show that I love Jeff? No. But I guarantee you some people were like, how dare she? She's the wife and she didn't even post anything.
Yeah, that's because some people like to, you know, I guess, show off or, yeah, like show and tell. We used to have show and tell at school,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That every day we had to go up the front of the class and show and tell.
Yeah. And that is the beginning of saying, look at me, look at what I got.
And then when no one acknowledges that, you get discouraged.
You throw a tantrum. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, so yes, and discourage. So what happens? What happens when you grow up and you have all of these discouragement? Uh, it affects your body. It
Mm.
affects your health. It affects your relationships.
Mhm.
It affects the way you think. It affects your trajectory into the future. It
Totally
affects
agree.
a whole lot.
Yeah, because it has a domino effect, really. It's, a domino is when, things will overlap onto other areas, other areas, other areas where
Mhm.
it, I guess, infiltrates, your health, your mental state, your spiritual state, your physical state, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, very much, very much.
And also even in the spiritual, now we're getting into, other things, when we pray and we don't get the answer that we prayed for. I mean, we did get an answer,
Mm,
but we're not accepting it because we think
mm.
that the trend, you know you um, name it and claim it. No, just because you say this is going to be my car, first it will be your car if you have the money to pay for it.
True.
Plain and simple. Before, back in the day, you couldn't purchase a car if you had bad credit. Now, today, you can purchase a car even with bad credit, but you're going to pay more.
Mm,
The interest rate is going to be more. So if you have the money, you can get that car. So you don't have to pray. You don't have to walk around it 7 times. You don't have to, do speak in tongues or whatever it is. No, common sense tells you, do you have the money to pay for it? Because
mm.
if not, the repo man is going to come. It's going to be repossessed. And then now what you're gonna say? First he'll say, "Oh, I knew it because God gave this car to me." And then when it's taken away, then when you're gonna say, what's the excuse then? The devil? No,
Yes, yes,
no,
yes,
it
yes.
isn't. So when you pray and you don't get the result that you want, see, and that's the key. You don't get the result that you want. You get discouraged.
Yes, yes.
And that's not how it works.
Because it might be exactly what you need, not
Need.
yeah. It's not
Yeah.
what you want, it's what you need at that given time that the universe or God or source, whatever you wanna call it, is providing for you. Or it may also be that, you're not ready, even though you may be saying it verbally, but on a you know, you're not in
Mature
alignment.
level.
Yeah, yeah, you're not in alignment with what you're ready to receive.
Yeah. See, you're the nice one. You're saying it nicely. I'm just gonna say you're not mature enough.
Mhm.
You're not. You're not mature enough. I mean, if you can't keep, so what's the sense of buying a what's a good call, BMW or a
Mhm.
Maserati? Let's go Maserati.
Got it. Okay.
Uh, what sense does it make when you buy a Maserati and you don't have Maserati maintenance money?
Right.
You're not gonna you're not gonna have any maintenance. Yeah, Jeff has a Forerunner Toyota Forerunner. Average car, not a high end car, and he paid thousand for his tires. Now, what you gonna do? Gonna buy used tires every single time? No, if you can't afford it, don't. It doesn't
Right.
make any sense.
Mm.
That's just it. It's maturity, the maturity level. Buying something that you can't afford. So that'll save you discouragement.
Yeah. Just
Let the money match. Who cares? And that's where the embarrassment comes in. Oh, I need this kind of car, because of my image. Or so and there comes that disappointment again. That I can go on and on and on and on and on. But that's what it is. It's grow up. Grow up. Be honest with yourself.
Mhm.
That's it. That's all it is. Be honest with yourself. The most important relationship that you can ever have in being, you said your authentic self. A lot of people really don't know who their authentic self is.
Mm. Mm. Exactly. That's what I said earlier. They've lost their way. It's like
Yeah.
they're lost souls, lost beings, human beings that have um, lost their way to knowing who they are, where they've come from, and how they can connect
Yeah.
to that magnificence of, light and eternal power in
Yeah.
every areas of your life.
Right. Right. So how do we get out of this discouragement? How do we try to minimize? A way to minimize it is don't expect too much.
Stop it.
Stop
Just
it.
stop
Just stop
it.
it. Yeah, stop it.
Yes.
If you're an influencer or want to be an influencer, or you're a motivational speaker, or a life coach, and you're trying to, uh, get your business going or whatever it is, and nobody's signing up, uh, next,
Mhm.
keep on going.
Exactly.
If nobody signs up, continue on with your program, whatever it is, and as if it's a full, auditorium, as if it was a max on the Zoom, whatever it is, continue on. Because why? Then when you are true to yourself, because when you believe in yourself, you're going to do it anyway. If it's just one person in that and it's your mama.
Get excited because you
Yeah,
still have that one person. Absolutely.
right.
Mm.
Right. If you believe in yourself so much, if you believe in what you do, if you believe that you're going to make a difference in the world and you're going to make an impact in people's lives, then you're just going to give up at because, well, I didn't get any likes.
Mm.
What?
Yeah. That's because, again, we're looking for
External. Yeah.
external approval, having been accepted externally. But yeah, you're absolutely right. When you approve of yourself, when you know and step into that power, regardless of you know, and plus, let's face it, I think people tend to forget we live in a world of 9 billion people. Is it 8 to 9 billion people?
I think it's 7 billion.
Oh, it's gone down.
Yep.
Okay. It
No,
used to be.
yeah, I think you're way too high. I don't
Yeah.
know. I might be out of date, but the
Uh-huh.
last I
All
heard, I
right.
think
I was
we
going to
have
say about
7 billion.
8. But anyway, there's a lot of billion people. There's a lot of billion people.
Yes, with the B, billion.
Billions. So your message, whatever it is that you need to say out there is going to be heard, even if it's only 0.5%, 0.2% of that 7 billion. That's still a lot of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, it's really going within and just step into your power.
Yeah.
Now that's like we said earlier, that's easy to say, but difficult to do. How do you do that? Well,
Be like
I think,
Nike and just do it.
yeah, just do it. Just do it. But I think what we do, we tend to over analyze everything. And we're always looking for something difficult. Like if it's not difficult, if it's not got 10 steps to it, then it's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't going to
Mm-hmm.
work.
Right.
Whereas life itself, the magnificence of us, life.
I wish somebody would say it takes 10 steps to be, to live.
Right. The magnificence of us it just does it automatically.
Right.
But we need
Exactly.
to know how to tap into that power. We need to
Yeah.
know how to tap into that. And, really, it's so simple that it's so difficult or people can't understand it is silencing the mind.
Right. And
Silencing.
here's I just had a funny thought. I'm just gonna show you how my brain works really quick. Um, you know how when you said the if it's not 10 steps or difficult, then then it must be, uh,
Not
not
worth
not the
looking at.
way not the way to go. It
Mm.
has to be hard. So basically what we're doing is this. So for all those that are signing up for this seminar webinar, I mean, for it, go. I mean, just go for it. But basically, this is what you're saying. You're allowing somebody else to tell you yourself the steps in to be you.
Correct.
Let that sink in.
I know. And
You're
it's
telling someone else to
no,
tell you.
you're allowing
I
someone
mean,
else.
you're allowing someone else to tell you
Mm.
the steps you need to take in being you.
And when let's go back and say, you, you, everyone out there, we're all individuals. There's no one else out there like you.
No.
That's the magnificence of you.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
no one out there. They can't
No.
clone you, even
No.
if they're trying with AI.
Even if they do clone, it's still not the same person. I mean,
No,
it's not, you're not, because even with the twins, twins have come from one egg that split in half. So it came from one egg that split in half. Yet there's two different distinct personalities,
correct.
so yeah, don't allow anyone to tell you how to be you in 7 steps or less. In 90 days or less, I guarantee you, you will be. No,
Right.
just stop it.
Stop it. Now let's just
Stop.
explain where this stop it comes from because this
Okay,
people say,
so
what? Stop it?
um, so there is an old show, the Bob Newhart show, where Bob Newhart is a psychologist, and he had this client who came in, and she said that she just has anxiety and she has problems, and he said, He said, I charge $5. But this one's going to be free because charged $5 for the first 5 minutes. So unless it goes to the 5 minutes, then he's not going to charge anything. And she said, "Oh." He said, "Yeah, yeah, I just have 2 words.
Yeah, that's
Stop
what he
it
said. Because I just have 2 words to help you with this
to help you
anxiety.
with everything. Just stop it."
He kept saying, "Stop it." He kept saying, "Just stop it." And she's going, she's horrified.
Yes, it's funny, but it's so true.
It is true. It's like because it goes on for about 5, 6 minutes. We'll have to post that video because it's just so funny. And I've heard people say, "If only it was that easy."
It
Well, you
is.
know what? It is.
It is.
It is.
It
And
is.
people won't tell you that because they want you to keep coming
Yeah.
back to pay money for their services.
Yes. Yes. Oh, and let me tell you, 7 steps, and in 90 days, what I can say. How many times and I'm guilty of it. I signed up 90 day, you'll get this result and you'll get that result. And did I get that result? No,
Mm,
because it's somebody else's steps for their life
mm,
that I'm using for my life. That
mm.
is not going to work.
So it could be reframed and said 9 steps or 7 steps in 90 days that will guide you to, or will help you, but not specifically achieve that because it all boils down to your input, your attitude, you know, whether you believe in what you're doing. It's a whole encompassing
Consistency.
consistency, exactly. So, yeah, I think maybe the phrasing, but marketing, what do? They do it in a way
Yeah.
that there's urgency and there's FOMO and all that fear of missing out. And yeah, it's all
Yeah.
boils down to
if
the job.
if I yeah, if I open up my Instagram, I'm more on Instagram now than I am on Facebook. um so because I have the ones that I want to listen to. And so when I look at just scrolling, not paid enough, you need to do this.
And
Oh, and um oh my god, I can't say the other ones. um Do these steps in order for your business to be successful. I mean, just really just, looking at some of the, those are the in-betweens that come into my feed. So that's why I'm still scrolling, because I
Yeah.
have set my Instagram to only, have those certain things. And I've done the same thing with Facebook. Um, uh, you know, uh, feeling depressed, 7 steps,
Bam. And you're over depression.
and you're over depression. You know, so these are just the different things that, if you're going to look for an answer to something that you have the answer to, you're looking externally, because that's what we're, um, yeah, kids are, because she loves doing things easy, yeah, easy. Everything she wants to do is easy. So she'll say, "Mom, where is this?" And I said, "Stop using your mouth and use your eyes." She said, "But I've been looking." I said, "If you would turn around, you would see it." So she turned, "Oh, yeah." Or she'll say, "How do you do?" Mm-mm, no, figure it out. Because we want it in microwave, an instant. We
Mm,
want the answers given to us. We have the treasures inside,
mhm.
and
Absolutely.
we're continuing to dig outside for trash when we have the gems on the inside. Yeah. Answers always is within us. Always. If you just look back, how do I overcome this disappointment? Oh, gee, I just overcame a disappointment about a month ago. Wow. The concept of, digging deep inside, how did you, yourself will tell you. All you got to do.
But it's not encouraged anymore. It
No,
used
it
to be.
isn't. No, because everybody wants it instant.
Mm,
Tell me what I need to do so that if it doesn't work, I can blame you,
mhm,
because we don't want to blame ourselves. Oh, no. It's
mm.
not. No, how dare you? How
Exactly.
dare how dare you blame me for being discouraged?
Right. So that puts a whole new perspective on discouragement.
Yes. Just remove the diss.
Easy.
Stop it.
That's it. Just stop it.
Yeah,
Stop it.
remove the diss and put encouragement. Yeah, just turn it around. Just quickly, quickly.
Mhm, mhm.
I allow myself 5 minutes. I wallow in it. I look at it, and I just voice it out, and I'm like, ugh. Then I'm like, okay, time to get to work. Let's go. That's all I do. Yeah, that's it.
And
Th-
move forward.
That's me though. It might take an hour, it might take a day, it might take a week, but don't wallow in it. Just,
Mm.
yeah,
And that's takes practice,
yes, it takes discipline.
right? It
It
takes
takes it
discipline.
consistency. If you have to write it, if you have to put it on your board where you see it every day, put
Mm.
stop it.
On your board.
Yeah, yeah, just because if you don't have a reminder, you can easily go back into it. With anything, it's just a mindset. Yeah, if you really look at yourself and you got to the point of disappointment to where you just can't take it anymore, what happened? You made up your mind and you changed. Simple. Make up your mind and change. I'm tired of being disappointed. I'm tired of being in this place. I'm tired of this heartache. I'm tired of depression. I'm tired of anger. I'm tired of meltdowns. I'm going to do this. Just flip of a switch, it changes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's just like if it's not working, then. And also, I think too, it helps to kind of sometimes, like you said before, look at what you have done, look at what you have accomplished. So start, shifting your state. So you're rather than in discouragement, start looking at what you have accomplished and say, well, really, it's not that I have achieved this and I have achieved that. And well, I'm not been all failure. I haven't been all this, or I have some amazing friends in my life that, you know, do are present and
Hmm.
are true friends. Because it may mean that that one particular friend is not really a friend. And it's
Right.
time now to, you know, I guess let go because you've grown, they've grown, and maybe you've grown different ways, right?
Yeah. 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 And that is, I mean, we are our own worst
Enemy.
enemy. We are. We
Yeah.
are our own worst um, uh, block, our limiting beliefs, um, where we are in life. How can we overcome these certain? It's because of look in the mirror. Why am I here? Look in the mirror. Because of the choices you make. Simple. Nobody forced you to do anything unless you're a slave or and you're in part of the sex trafficking, and then yes, then you have that. But if you're living a life of freedom, the
Mm.
reason why you haven't succeeded, take a look in the mirror. The reason why you don't have a good relationship, mirror, mirror.
Yes, it never lies, right?
Never lies, because if you don't have a good relationship with that mirror, that person in the mirror, in the reflection, then you won't have a good relationship at all. So yeah, just put it in. I'm being a little nice right now.
Okay, very well said. Very well said. And yeah, just for the people out there, just try it. Kindness starts within.
With you. Give
Mm.
yourself the gift of kindness. Give yourself the gift of love. Give yourself the gift of grace. Give yourself the gift of forgiveness. Give
Mm.
yourself the gift of, encouragement. Give yourself the gift of, y- you know, uh, what else can I say? Love. Love yourself. Love yourself enough to stop putting yourself in the position of discouragement.
Mm. Mm.
Stop it.
Just stop it.
Stop
Stop
it.
it.
Stop
Stop
it.
it.
Ha!
Yeah, and that stop it can be applied to so many things. It's just
Yeah, yeah,
because often
it's
people
true.
say, "I don't know why I keep doing it. I don't know why I keep attracting. I don't know why I." Yeah, it's because you're in control.
Yes.
So just stop it.
Yeah, yeah. Those questions, I just keep attracting. I don't know why it, well, the first word is I.
Mm.
I don't know why I So then the answer must lie in I. Well, look for the answer. It's in there,
In the
because
eye.
those, hmm yeah, because those individuals that I keep attracting must be something inside. It has
Yeah.
to be. It has to be. What is it about, these kind of personalities that you're attracting? So yeah, it's well, I keep on falling, I keep on tripping on that rug.
Remove it. Straighten it up. Do something.
Pick your feet up.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah,
Lift your feet up.
yeah. I keep on, or I keep on whatever it is. I keep on doing. Well, then stop. Simple. Stop it. Just stop it. That's it. Don't do it again. Don't do it anymore.
Just stop
Yeah.
it.
Stop it. That's it. There you go. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, yeah, this has been a great, great segment, um, hasn't it? It's been very enlightening as always. And I just love the way you break words down because I know you love words,
Yes,
Zanetta.
I'm a word nerd. Um, so and I'm gonna plug this person in uh, on Instagram, and I just love it. It's words that um, and I'm gonna plug them. Which no, I love it. I love them. So I follow them because they have some really funny stuff. The dot language dot nerds. So if you go on Instagram, you put down the dot language dot nerds. There's one that said about workers, your coworkers. Um, so they have nicknames for coworkers. And these are so true. If you've ever had, worked in a environment, working environment where there's a lot of people, these are true. So nicknames for coworkers: Kit Kat, the one who always takes a break;
Right.
Justin, the one who does just enough to get not to get fired; butter knife. I laughed at this one. Butter knife, not the sharpest tool in the box.
Oh.
Moonlight only works when someone walks past by them.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, motion light. Motion light, when the light turns off because there's nobody walking, and then when there's, then
It goes on. Yeah, motion
only
light.
w- only works when someone walks by. ET, who just wants to go home. Lantern, not very bright and has to be carried. Birthday cake,
Oh.
because everyone got a piece.
Oh my.
And then this one, oh my God, this one is blister. Always shows up when the work is done. You know how when you work so hard, then you get the blisters?
So only shows up when the work is done. Oh, wow. I like that.
Yeah.
That's
And then
funny.
one that I just saw the other day, words that you might not have known that exists. Millionaire.
Oh, you have nothing. Is that what that means?
You have little to nothing.
Millionaire.
So words are really good if you take a look at it and just, use it to your, because words have life. It carries life. So
Pow
if you keep on saying, I am always discouraged. I am always, you know, I
Just
always attract these no good men. I always attract these narcissists. I always attract these gold diggers, you know. So those are words, and words have power. They carry power and they carry off. So you're saying it. Basically, what you're doing is you're commanding
mm,
what's going to happen.
yeah.
So
Words
when
are
you
energy.
say, yeah, when you say, I am discouraged, then you embody discouragement.
Mhm.
But when you say, I am encouraged, even though I did not get the job, I'm encouraged to go again, to put my application in, to, continue on because I know that I have what it takes. So when you switch your language, when you switch your vocabulary,
Bingo.
wondrous things happen.
Mhm. Magic
Magic.
happens.
Yes, yes, it does. Yes, if you just change, yeah. Instead of
Yeah.
saying, "Well, I don't know how to do that," instead of saying that, "Well, let me see. Let me try it." Yes.
Yes. I wonder what would
Let me
happen
try
if
it.
I did try and get
Yeah,
into the wonder of it.
yeah, yeah. Let me try it. Let me see what what I can see what I know. Let me see
Mm,
what I can discover as to how much really intelligence that I have.
mhm.
Yeah. I mean, we do it all the time. We have the capacity to learn languages because we hear it all the time. And um, uh, hola. What is hola? What's hola? Hola is hello. Everybody here in America knows hola. So they say, well, oh no, I only speak one language. No, you don't. You speak not fluently, but you do speak languages. You
Mhm.
do speak other languages. Ciao. Everybody knows ciao. Ciao. Yeah. There's
Good
certain
day. Good day. Good day. Yeah.
yes, there's certain songs that are so popular, you know,
Mm,
amore. We know these. We tend to put ourselves down.
mhm.
It's time to build that genius.
Within. Encourage
Yes.
yourself
Yes.
to elevate yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Live and elevate.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, this has been fun, Zanetta.
Good.
Educational, very inspiring and enlightening.
And
Thank you.
comical. So stop it. Just
And
stop
stop it.
it. Yes.
No,
Very comical. So
so,
take
take
away.
take away. Just stop it.
Right. On that note, we will stop right there.
I think we've said a lot, but yeah,
Yeah.
it just, just
Excuse
just
me.
like Nike says, just do it.
Just do it.
They've put out and the people just do it, just do it. Or just stop it as well. I think that there's some humor and um what's the word? Significance in just stop it. Even though we laugh about it and that what was his name? Psychologist, the gentleman from they used to do the show, the
Bob Newhart.
Bob Newhart, right? So he
Hmm.
used comedy, but really, if you kind of look beyond that, there was
It's
truth
true.
in it. There's
Yeah,
truth
it's true.
there. So we do take it on as comedy, but there's truth in it.
Yeah, we laugh because it's true.
True. Yes,
We can relate.
great. Yes, absolutely. I agree. All right. Well, on that note, we are going to stop, aren't we? Wrap it up.
Yes.
We have been on for over an hour. Just
Oh, okay.
we
We are
love
going. Yes.
it. We thank you all for joining in.
Yes.
If you've
As
watched us,
always.
live, hashtag live. If you've watched us on the watching this on the replay, hashtag replay, and come and join us again. We're on next week, I believe. I know that we're going to be off for a couple of weeks after that, but we
Yes.
will notify you because of the semester break. Is that what it's called? Holiday break, summer break,
Summer break. Yeah.
summer break. We have winter here, so we can call it our winter break.
Got it.
Yeah, so thanks again to everybody. Thank you, Zanetta. And
Thank
as always,
you.
we send you lots of
Love
love and
and
passion.
passion.
Yes.
Until next time.
Bye for now.